check it out. We're all dressed up now. We got Xyclopzz.
Yeah.
Don't hide yourself.
Lucky.
let the
Dave,
people
can
see.
You stand up? Can you stand up?
Stand up.
You look
Do a
beautiful.
little twirl.
Princess Cyclops.
Oh.
Look at this.
There
Okay,
she
wait.
is. She's
There you
beautiful.
go.
Beautiful.
I'm becoming a Snow White.
A tear rolling down my eye as my beautiful co-caster will be joining me. We got King Jenkins.
I'm the Night King.
This is
I don't
King of the
think you
night.
can see anything.
Excuse me, I demand my stuff back.
this man straight out of looking straight out of PUBG right now.
Thank you.
Wizard.
Oh, damn,
Wizard
this is
demanding the
heavy.
king. What is it? What is this?
And we've got a peasant wizard.
Witch.
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 Right. I need to change all that. You're going to be
Witch
the
peasant.
queen, you're going to be the witch,
It's kind of fit. I can't breathe.
and you're going
It's
to
hot.
be the co-castrette.
Is that
Yes.
is that it? Is that what they call it?
I'm a co-caster. Yeah.
Yeah, but a female one has to be like a co-casteretti.
It's 2018.
It makes
man.
you
You should
sound
call
like
them-
spaghetti.
call them the same thing.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. 2 picks in already. Necrophos and Nature's Prophet for Clutch Gamers. And we've got Nyx Assassin and Pugna, which was the opening that we saw in Game 2 of the previous series. But it was against...
Can
it was against
the camera
Necrophos.
stop zooming out? Because when you keep saying, right, we zoom out and you see me in a Snow White dress.
Isn't that Princess
I saw you
Peach?
fixing your hair. You're trying to doll yourself up.
Oh no.
we got a close up of you fixing your hair.
And then Tsunami's like
Ooh,
trying to
pretty.
hide in his hoodie. He's like, I don't want to be here.
I want to be here. I'm just being shown up by someone who's infinitely more attractive than me.
I summon a dragon for EVOS Esports.
Well, we'll give you a 2-headed one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to work on my magic. Should have been 2 dragons.
Well, this is interesting.
What?
Go
What's
on.
No, nothing.
That
I think he's still talking about wearing the dress.
I kind of
He's like, this
nervous.
is making me feel some kind of way. This is interesting.
Okay, I just want to
You're
say
the
what
co-caster. You have to give
what I
analysis.
like about the team EVOS is I like the speed mix up between the two supporters. Like normally we as you can see, it's Akira is good in team fight, but he's kind of slow.
Okay.
And Nyx is Sin is fast, but he's not good in team fight. He can only do maybe like impale, which is not so reliable, and maybe a little bit of carapace, but. All in all, I like the speed balance. Like got one faster position 4 and one defending with strong AOE supporters position 5. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of words, but more importantly, I have a decree.
Let's hear it.
Analyst has to be as hype as possible when analyzing. Caster,
Oh God.
the caster has to be as boring as possible.
Joke's on you. I
What?
was going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm just helping you out here, buddy.
I'm looking forward to it.
okay.
So when you're doing your analysis, I want to hear the hype.
How can I add? Oh God.
I don't know, dude. I'm not the one who has to do the decree,
And
okay?
I get to, once again, man, you guys make it too easy for me. Radiance bam, we got 8. Oh, there
No
goes my
man, you
phone.
can do it.
8 picks, we got a
That's not-
Morphling.
That sounded like it broke. Oh, he's just doing his regular voice.
Yeah, there's nothing changes.
Wow,
Change the decree.
This sounds like one of his videos.
No, he has to.
Boring.
He needs.
Savagery. This is a Savage King.
I'm the Night King, man. I slay people.
I
I'm
think we
getting
need to
slayed.
make it more difficult for Tsunami. This isn't right. He's just doing it normally.
Okay, let
He
me
needs to speak in Old English.
All right, Tsunami. Can
What's
you
up?
do any accents?
Not well.
Okay.
I can do a bad one of dealer's choice. You can pick.
How about an Australian accent?
No.
Not offended.
How about an Australian accent?
It's
You do a Thai accent. You do an Australian accent.
what's a Thai accent? I don't even
I
know.
don't know.
What do you do?
Cyclops is a
What do
Thai
you-
accent, to be
No,
honest.
no. You have to be hype. You have to still be hype as an analyst.
I'll figure something out. I'll satisfy you, my king.
Okay. Otherwise, off.
I don't think I can survive the game though with that hype.
I
analyst.
believe. I will cast a spell on you, although nothing is happening.
You better.
Cast-
You're going to the guillotine,
Cast
man.
Bloodlust.
All right. I want.
What is guillotine anyway?
What's
No,
a
you'll
guillotine?
find out.
It cuts your head off.
I
You.
think-
I pronounced it incorrectly. You pronounced it
Stop
right. What do you mean?
spoiling it for him, okay?
Spoiling. Okay, I'm getting the Australian accent.
Yeah,
now.
all you gotta do is just copy me.
Spoiling.
Yeah.
I got it.
You gotta change your A's.
To what?
A. I don't know. I don't pay attention to how I speak. I just speak. Your pillow, my
Thank
lord.
you for my. It's good.
You're welcome.
It's my elbow pillow.
Your elbows?
Something like that.
Pillows. Oh yeah, there we go.
That sounds French. All right, where's my analysis?
This is the most boring analysis I've seen in my life.
Where's my analyst,
I
dude?
demand
He should be hyped.
entertainment. What is this?
Come on.
Did you decree them to be mute?
What
or
is
what?
this? Is their mics muted?
Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! We have like a waffling on position 4. Look, this is. As you can see, this is going to be like a really super fight in a close
Super
team fight.
Yeah, it's super close. Team fight, yeah, that's right.
Tsunami's just like.
I should be a king.
You
You'll
wish.
be
Alright,
you'll be a queen someday.
Alright, so
I'm not helping.
Guys, what are you doing?
I'm
Look,
not helping.
we have like the last hero pick here. What's it gonna be?
Let's see. Okay,
Hey, come on, Winston, do your job,
okay. I'll help you out. I'll help
so
you out.
what position is Jakiro, Jenkins? What do you think?
Let's see. So we've Pugna. That's a 5 Jakiro for
Okay.
sure. That's gonna be a mid last pick. That's why the Lina comes out first on the side of Clutch Gamers, because you don't have the last pick. You know the enemy team is gonna have the mid last pick. Can't pick Broodmother. It's not good against Necro. Not good against Tiny.
Gotta say, there's no real reliable way for EVOS to really lock down any of these clutch gaming heroes because they've got a wind up for both Ice Path and Impale.
Yeah, both of these heroes. Like, if they get a Yule Scepter though, they'll be solid.
Can they farm up a Yule Scepter? And
Well,
now they
maybe
want to
not.
play the late game
Maybe
with
not.
the Medusa.
Maybe not with Medusa. So I'm going to go ahead and ask my analyst here. What do you think the reason behind this Medusa pick is into these?
Oh yeah, it's easy, man. They just want to go like for a long time, and like forever farming and stuff. You know, that just keep on going, stay in the trees and something, and never come out until like we have like a divine rapier or something.
I mean, yeah, if they get a Divine Rapier, that'd be pretty
there's-
cool.
I can't carry on the whole game really. You know, maybe like a hype.
I didn't realize there was water in here. Did you know?
It's spells, not water. That's mana.
Oh, it's Oh,
mana, yeah.
okay. I got it now.
That's why your spells are working.
No, because I think I'm out of mana.
Oh God, how are we
Yeah,
gonna get into
Not
the game?
enough mana.
That wasn't boring.
Oh right.
What
sorry.
is this?
I
It-
mean,
it-
like, I don't know. I don't have enough. I don't have enough mana. I mean, I'm gonna be like this Medusa this game because Lena's just gonna be pouring
feel
its
like-
into her.
I feel like I should have done the opposite with these two.
I think so
Maybe the
too.
Morphling will transform into a tiny and do some
Actually,
burst damage.
technically, you could decree halfway that they have to swap.
I want to see him hype some.
Could do that.
You know, I want to see him hype some.
How about when the
We
wizard
never
when the
see
wizard
him.
when the wizard casts a swap spell, you guys have to swap roles.
Can. Yeah.
And
the
you
Cyclops
have
on
to
set.
be hype. You have to be
yeah.
boring.
I
Can.
guess we can
Okay.
try that.
Okay,
So
we
that'd
could
be
do
good.
that.
That's good.
I think we need to wait until we get in the game. You know, we can't really do it.
I
right now.
actually
It's-
might go to
it's a-
sleep because of
it's a
Tsunami.
It's preemptive, you know.
Soothing though.
It's-
That's soothing.
That's what I'm worried
Soothing,
about.
yes.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
want-
put everyone to sleep.
Okay,
want
you
that
need to
ace.
wake us up right now, Cyclops, with some hot analysis. What's your hot take on this game?
Well,
Let's
first-
get
I
to it.
thought I already got analysis. What do you want? I already said that. It's gonna be a fun
Well, the way
game
it works
for
is
the
the
Radiant
play-by-play.
side.
The
Listen,
play-by-play
you
says
want-
something irrelevant. Then the analyst says something that's relevant. And
Yes,
then,
indeed. That's
You want me
right.
to say something relevant? Let me tell you what's relevant. This
That's
game,
good.
we have a dedicated observer. Shout
Oh.
out to young Jeremy on the 1s and 2s, who's going to be guiding us through this. And if we miss any kills, then I'd like to direct all of your anger to him.
Oh, it's actually me. It's actually me who control the camera too.
I don't believe
Please,
that's the
dude,
case,
I'm on
Cyclops.
jet lag. I'm on the Snow White Grace. I can't take anymore.
You're not jet lagged. How many times do
I
I
am
have to tell
jet
you?
lagged. All right. Well, now it's time to do some intro, ladies and gentlemen, for Team Clutch Gamer on a Radiant side. We'll start from Mr. Play-by-Play.
Alright, we got Clutch Gamers, SSI Spartan. He's going to be playing
Nickel
Nature's
Baby and
Prophet.
Morphling. Woo! Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's good to be king. I can't see the names. I'm not doing it. I'm the king. I don't need to do shit.
I guess that means the wizard has to pick the next one, because if we're still kind of going in order, then What, does the wizard need to cast like a spell of being able to read better or something like that?
No one asks the wizard to do anything. The wizard does what she wants.
I think that's the king's role, but I mean,
I
guess
do what
so.
I want.
Where put my monster? That's really important.
A monster?
Where'd I put my monster?
We got Alacrity on
There's
the
a
Lena. She's going to be playing
need
the
to quench
mid
my
lane. We got
thirst.
KYXY on the Tiny.
My
He's
10 calorie
already
monster.
leveled up
Zero
the
energy
tree grab.
ultra.
We've got Skylark on the Necrophos, who is going to be most
A
likely
little bit
laning
too much emotion there.
with the Tiny. We got Pugna being played by a Veal. We've got
All right,
Wildline
yeah. All right,
being
it seems to
played
be like
by
the two-body
Shakira.
rune for both teams.
We've got Flacio on the Nyx Assassin.
Yes.
Tsunami just sounds like he's
God,
chanting
yeah,
and
logic.
meditating.
Can you just swap?
We've got a logic on
Come
the
on.
can do it.
Okay, screw this. You know what? Abra can swap. Hurry up. Go.
We have already 2 runes acquired by both teams. Minimal engagement. You know, it was just a straightforward 2 people get 2 runes. It's just that simple. We're going to have Nature's Prophet in the bot lane. It's a hero that we're not really seeing that frequently, but I've known it to be an Ad Infinitum special. It's something that SSA Spartan has had a soft spot for, and against this lane specifically, like the Fury on these treants are going to cause nuisances. Jakiro doesn't want to have to waste nukes on these just summons. He wants to use that for harass, but otherwise you're going to get harassed by the summons if you don't do anything about it. And already they're getting zoned out just by virtue of 1 Nature's Prophet.
So Cyclopzz, I have a question for my princess here.
Yeah.
If you're on the side of Clutch Gamers, what is the timing that you're looking for to win this game against the Medusa?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. That's the call, and that's the time that we're going to be looking for. It's difficult, you know, because the Medusa, she's got wave clear. The entire side of Clutch Gamers, they have wave clear. The Lena's going to make it difficult to push in. So it's Medusa is. It's not going to be easy in the mid lane, you know. I don't need to know mid lane matchups because I'm play-by-play, but it'll either be easy or it'll be hard. You know, 1 or 2.
That was some solid play-by-play.
Just keep last hit.
I love how the analysis is like 2 words and that's it.
What?
3 words.
Where's my analysis at?
Well, we analysts we take time to see the whole game. We are not just anyhow talking like a play-by-play.
Don't rush the man, you know? Like much as how Vlasu's getting rushed down in the top lane, Carapace comes out and he's gonna be just fine. You know, he's maintaining his HP. Nyx Assassin very hard to kill. Dude's got 9 stick charges already. So much passive region that the Heartstopper aura doesn't even matter to him.
Not bad in this one.
That doesn't sound boring. What is this?
This is some
Alright.
solid analysis.
All right, guys. And then I forgot what.
Well, we're wrapping around in the bot lane on this Troll Warlord. The body blocks coming out from these treants, and first blood by Nico Baby with that waveform.
Alright, mate. Not bad, actually.
Not the lane that I expected to get first blood. It hurts for Troll. This hero can feel really useless if he falls off. Doesn't farm all that quickly unless he's got a Battle Fury. Kind of wants to fight. Ideally, in an ideal Troll game, you're actually running around as the laning phase ends and fighting and kind of being a threat. It's kind of similar to Morphling, honestly. Like, both of these heroes can go late and want to go late, obviously, but ideally you want to skirmish. Ever since we've seen the Morphling level the waveform last, like, this hero's a fighter. So in an ideal scenario, these heroes are actually running at towers. Not so much like the...
Right now, they're running in the neutral camp as Morphling gets second. Yet another kill in this lane that should not really be doing this well.
This is not looking good for EVOS already because, you know, the
In
more
comes
that
the
it-
teleport. No Sprout leveled up just yet, but it doesn't matter. Adaptive strike, and SSA Spartan gets the kill with a right click because Nature's Prophet, you know, he may be doing some zoning, but the dude's got 66 damage as well. And a freaking
that
Orb
was
of Venom.
close.
It was close. What was close? Something was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and me close.
Oh, we're very close.
Hey, don't talk to my princess that way, dude. You know, in one of the King's Cup NA games, Ritsu was on Morphling, and it was like, he had just bought back, and it was like 50 minutes into the game or something. He was solo carrying the game. They were destroying. And then he had Venomancer Poison Sting on him, and morphed all the way
Oh.
and then died to it with no buyback, and they just lost
Wow.
in like a winning game. It's actually just there's so many greedy Morphling players. In
I
this
mean, I'm
patch,
glad.
man.
I used to be the Morphlings would like sit on the Agimorph and like only use it once they had like tangos or something like that. But now everyone realizes that it's just the HP that's flat that's missing. It's not percentage based anymore. It's just like if you're missing 100 HP in Agi, you're gonna miss 100 HP when you shift all the way to strength. So
Right.
it's just so much efficiency. Meanwhile, top lane, we get a kill on the Pugna. Avalanche Toss combination is the name of the game. And KYXY picks up a kill. We got 4-0 on the side of Clutch Gamers over EVOS.
Damn,
Good
dude.
stuff, you know, just gotta keep that one coming, one by one.
1 by 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. They're trying to go on Nico, baby, but he's just not having it. 2 levels up already in attribute shift. It's going to be very difficult to get the amount of burst damage necessary to kill him before he regens all the way to strength.
Hey, you know, Mr. Play-by-Play, I think we need to find some antidote out of this curse.
Yeah?
I'm not calling it off.
No.
This is too good. You're just so
Oh, look at
visibly
that.
uncomfortable.
I can't control the pace, but I can control what we're looking at in the mid lane as Facehugger gets tossed into the river. He's trying to get some mana back with the Mystic Snake, but the tree throw might just be enough. The shield is providing some sustain. KYXY wants to get a punch off. There's just a little bit left. Facehugger gets slapped by the Tiny. 5-0 right now, and lanes are just in shambles.
Well, the guy doesn't have friend or something. Nobody teleport down at all to save him. Or maybe they are busy with some personal issues at the bottom lane.
Not enough pings.
I feel like they need to swap the lanes at this point. It's what they're doing is not working. You can't just sit in losing lanes.
No, it feels like the support of Team EVOS is getting a little bit too passive.
We gotta pause right there. Did you know that after you have chosen your hero, you can click on the minimap in the lower left to inform your teammates which lane you intend to use when the game begins?
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. Did you know that Morphling will continue shifting attributes even if he's disabled or silenced?
That intrigues me to no end. I don't know these things because I'm play-by-play.
Those are fighting words, dude.
Cyclops. Cyclops.
What?
Give us a factoid.
Which one?
Read whatever's on your screen.
Oh, I'm looking at the fire right now. It seems to be like fire and ice
No.
at the bottom lane.
Read the text on your screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Game is
they
unpausing.
even
We're
laugh.
back into the action. No time
next
to
time, next
dilly-dally.
boss.
KYXY sitting on a double damage room. He picks it up right in Medusa's face. SSA Spartan coming in with a rotation. Still has no points on Sprout, but may not even need it. They're looking
rolls.
for some sort of kill. Facehugger is going to go down.
Woo, that was great. Team fight, but it's not even done yet, mate. Go on. That's cool.
Overall, SSA Spartan.
CG.
Turns out to be pretty profitable.
Strikes again.
And it's maybe looking like it's
And
a
it's
little too
7-0 now. Somebody got locked down in a Sprout.
late to do the lane swap.
I will find something to play with, yeah?
SSA
When I
Spartan
am a king.
in the right spot at the right time. Plus just barely able to get out of that double damage room, Tiny.
I don't know why he's giving me purge shields.
Yellow.
Cyclops is so uncomfortable.
Nico baby gets left alone.
All right.
in the bottom lane.
I'll tell you what happened. Stop praying. All right. So, what happened is they still cannot find that pace of the game. It seems like they lost, and somebody need to pick them up. Well, hopefully the captain.
And they're lost, trying to find their way right now. Spartan and Nico.
Yeah, like a lost sheep.
Trying to join jungle. Meanwhile, EVOS, they're just looking for a smoke gank right now. They're roaming around in the Radiant jungle. It's just a Nyx
Did you
assassin who's
say
level
something
4.
smoking?
And it's a Jakiro level 4. What more can they really do besides place a ward behind the tier 1? But I'll tell you what Clutch Gamers can do. They can wrap around in this program on the top lane. Scout comes out. I feel looking like a dead skeleton.
Magnificent. I never seen that kind of Reaper size before. That is actually one of the best in 2018.
Please make a new decree. Please make a new decree. I can't. I can't.
Medusa
Okay,
gets
I need
solo
some time.
killed by Alacrity. Laguna Blade just too much damage. It's 10-0 right. It's 10-0 right now.
The game might
Clutch
end before
Gamers.
we even, swap our role again. Really, the game is Clutch Gaming doing much better. Must be because of Tom Yam Kung. They ate in Bangkok for sure.
Okay, I have a new decree. No using spell names. You have to make something up.
Does it override that last
It
one?
overrides the last one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
one decree.
You guys cast normally.
Alright, fine.
Okay.
No using spells.
No using spells like that, fine. KYXY standing around.
Hey, don't addicted to that. They already take off the decree.
A lot of axes connecting onto Nico Baby, as well as some fire and ice also does damage over time. You know the deal. Nico Baby's standing around. He wants to either turn more swole or turn more fast. You got to maintain that balance when you're playing the Morphling. Shoots out a big water gun, but really it's just discouraging the logic. They got 3 heroes down here, though. And it's a lot of effort considering the fact that your tier 1 tower has already gone down. Clutch Gamers are not relenting this pressure. SSA Spartan he has basically no items right now, and is still creating a massive impact across the map by virtue of his sentient sequoias and his ability to move across the entire map.
Oh no. Yeah, I feels like the
Top lane, we've got the brain suck going on, but it's discouraged, and Skylark just walks out of it while he shoots some skellies out of his body. SSA Spartan dances inside of a circle of trees, and he goes back to base. Meanwhile, we've got a wraparound on the mid lane. KYXY, he wants to wield a bunch of wood at him, but instead he runs into a Medusa who's shooting gel, and a iceberg connects. No bounty runes for him. A lot of fiery stuff on him as he shoots a mudslide, and he dies to an arrow.
being sprayed and die because of that Robin Hood shooting some wounding arrow on him, and now he got some Ferrari rune to the middle lane. Not what he I can't remember the name in English. You know, the fish that looks like snake that we love to eat.
Eels?
Eel?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
where you're
the
going
green
with that.
eel.
I got
That's
you.
the green eel.
They do look like snakes.
I love eel.
Alright, we got a smoke up. They're looking at the top lane. Honestly, like, given the lead, it's a little bit surprising that only 1 tower has been claimed by the side of Clutch Gamers. They seem to really like this approach of just making sure the enemy carry gets nothing done, even during the downtime. A bunch of trees block the path, and a fire blast comes out of Lina to get the kill, and Illogic is nowhere safe to farm. There are 2 wards inside of his jungle right now, so chances of being able to find some space on the map are looking slim.
Look at that. Melaisu ready.
He's invisible, and he's got a bone to pick.
Oh, he's finally got revenge available for him. He's walking
That's
through
the
it.
stuff. And he's walking,
sees-
but he can't solo kill anyone. Unless if Nico Baby goes all ashy. If Nico Baby goes all green, which he's not, but he gets life drained, and it doesn't come out, but he's getting muscly. He has so much muscle, and he's just gonna take the fight. He shoots the water. The hammer and sickle comes out. Spiky things stun everyone, and Dire is just going to try to escape.
If anybody comes in like halfway through this cast, they're just gonna think,
God damn, I knew Tsunami couldn't handle it. What is this garbage?
That's good. That's good. You know, like the battery changing of that Nico Baby, and also the slap in the head.
Wait, I'm sorry.
from,
Battery chanting?
battery changing.
Oh.
Yeah, in these skills. And now here comes the Katy Perry skills, hot and Yoko.
Oh, I like that one. That was good. That's good. Skylark trying to cut him off right now. He suspects that he wants to kiss a dragon and tell him that he liked it. But the Rod of Atos build coming out yet again on Skylark, and it briefly stops Pugna from walking.
These are good references.
I still think Xyclopzz has he's one up to Tsunami at the moment.
That's really
What?
good. Revenge scouts out the Lina. Still no points in mana burn yet, and that would be the biggest source of damage. He's got 3 points in Impale. The 3 points in Spike Ground. Laser Beam comes out. gets a kill on the Troll Warlord.
I love that AS Spartan with his creating a park skills of him. You know, that small park keep getting assist to his teammates and then follow up with the
Top lane, we've got more brain suck coming out, but the Titanic iceberg is gonna block it off. Big green blast comes out, and you just chuck 2 things, but it does not get the kill. Meanwhile, Jakiro ends up dying to the water gun, and KYXY
I
is
like that
gonna
water
escape.
gun.
That's an interesting water gun.
It's super effective, my friend.
Yeah, it all starts from that.
And we got Vlesu posted up with his revenge, still looking for one successful gank out of this invisibility, but the time out means that he's not going to get the bonus damage. Skylark is just going to walk around, gets hit with the spike ground, and he's turned into a ghosty boy, and he's getting brain sucked. Meanwhile, the electric eel does a little bit more damage as Vlesu gets the kill.
Fish that looks like snake comes out from the Medusa.
I don't know what's it called in English.
The eel. It's an
Eel.
eel.
But I know what it's called in Japanese because I eat it a lot.
You could say unagi if you wanted to.
Oh, unagi.
Yeah, unagi.
Yeah. I like that stab in the booty. Coming up from
What?
That makes assassin.
I'm losing. I'm actually losing it.
KYXY waiting for his moment with the mudslide throw combination. Pugna is a very, very squishy hero. He's trying another blast on the start. In comes the Chuck. Skylark hits him with the don't move, and then communisms his ass.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. It really look alike, man.
Goes full Soviet Union on him. Meanwhile, more bounty runes stealing inside the revenge, but more no walkie-walkie for you, Nyx Sassy. As he gets the revenge hit, the electric eel comes out, as well as the blue shock to take away his blue resources. In comes Skylark, and the laser beam finishes off the Medusa. 19-3, 8K net worth advantage for Clutch Gamers right now.
I love it. I love it. The way they start the fight is perfect, especially on that Major Prophet that keeps using his pitbull strategy, Mr. Worldwide, everywhere. One city every night.
Dale.
Yeah.
Skylark continuing to push out the bot lane. Honestly, the lead is so immense. This dude has 1800 HP. He ended up taking the strength talent at level 10, which seems to be like the more common thing. Didn't build anything too outside of his ordinary build. It seems like he just wants to tank up. Has a casual cloak, looking to build into a Yule's. And yet again, dude, freaking, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentry wards. Radiant has 7 sentry wards on the map right now.
That must be their signature or something.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, granted they are against a Nyx assassin, so I give them a little bit of, I give them a little bit of excuse. But they're all placed on the dire side as Alacrity gets a laser beam right on Illogic's face, and Vlesu can just watch helplessly.
Well, Mr. Play-by-Play, make sure that you don't rob the Clutch Gamer team house because they have a lot of CCTV, as you can see.
Okay. I see where you're going with that. You're going to need something better than CC. You're going to need infrared to catch Alacrity now, because he's got a Shadow Blade up and running. Why do they keep doing this with the sentries? I'm actually so confused. I don't get it. They're all on the Radiance. I mean, they're all on the dire side, which confuses me the most. Like, if you're playing defensive,
no, that makes sense. Got Nyx Assassin.
Has Nyx done literally anything this game, though?
That's true.
I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe all these sentry wars are discouraging it. But whatever the case, it seems like a mismanagement of whatever minimal resources a 5 position has. But Spartan manages to complete a medallion despite all that, so really, how bad could it be?
Maybe it's just like the new trend, you know? Maybe they're onto something here.
Maybe.
6-minute long sentry wards? That seems...
Hell, a sentry
I mean, they're 100 gold each, though, is the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Every single little eye that you see on the map,
I don't get mid lane. Alacrity hits him with the Tower of Light. He's thinking about it. No, he goes for the coward's way out, puts him in the Twister, and then goes straight for the laser beam. Thinks about saving the kill for Necrophos, because that's the way you do it. And glory to Russia as Avil is dead for an entire minute.
You go communist.
You go communist. Goes full Karl Marx on that. Vlesu thought about carapacing, but he's so...
Hey bro, look, I just got the US visa today, you know. We better stand out of the communist thing.
I'm bringing you down with me.
Oh no, you are US citizen.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's gonna happen to me.
Okay.
I'm bulletproof. Taking Roche, completely uncontested. EVOS, really their only chance of getting back into this game is off the shoulders of Medusa, who's not doing all too bad, all things considered. Seeing as other 9k net worth down, she has basically nowhere to farm because Nyx Assassin has been creating basically no space. Still managed to complete a Mask of Madness and a Dragon Lance right now.
So far, so good. The Wizard, what are you looking at? Except that your
What else am I looking at?
give me some comments.
I've got. Where do I read comments? In my crystal ball?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Comment, subscribe.
Right, Jenkins? You know all about
No,
that.
I know all about that. What the hell, man? So you. At least I post on my YouTube.
Hey.
Unlike someone else.
Spartan roaming around with the smoke, probably looking for more places to put sentry wards down. He's like, oh wait, I already put one here, I already put one here, I already put one here. Really, what else is there left for me to do on the map?
I like the gold green one. It's the state.
Oh, the announcer just asked about the.
What's with all the scribbling?
You didn't know?
I didn't know
That's
that.
why Bastion announcer is top tier.
Damn, dude.
Well, the map is very tight for EVOS right now. They have 2 outer towers remaining, and the entire team is congregated around the Dire Secret Shop, probably waiting for a 20-minute rune fight, which, at worst, Clutch Gamers gives up 1 hero. I can't imagine that they take an entire team fight off
Gonna
of
be
one
like
bounty rune.
definitely gonna be one punch KO.
But it looks like they're gonna just straight up initiate. They got the smoke. In comes Spartan.
Nice
The
double stun.
ground floor effects hits 2 heroes. The brain suck into the electric eel. Takes down the support Nature's Prophet. But
Ooh,
your
the
troll
bottom.
warlord is dead. The don't move on. Everyone stop looking at me. I'm ugly. Comes out. Stuns Nyx Assassin. In comes Ghosty Necro. Chucks in the Nyx Assassin. So many fire things coming out. I don't have enough synonyms for them all. Water gun hits the facehugger. He has no more preventative blue. And 4 heroes go down on the side of EVOS.
Honestly, the easiest way to do this challenge is come up with your own skill names.
Yeah, you shouldn't have given me revenge. That was too easy for me.
That was. Well, it's the power of item. The item gap is between 2 teams is just getting too much, and in this game we got a compliment to the Lina or Alacrity that his volcano fountain is never missed.
Spartan spots out a Veal in the top lane, gets a Sprout, but doesn't gets surrounded by trees, and he gets brain stuck to death, so probably not the great idea. Down comes the fire carpet, as well as the ice carpet. So many carpets. And Morphling can't attack because he's attacking. He's trying to become stronger, but that means he does less damage. In comes Toss Mudslide, or Throw Mudslide, and the Aegis is reclaimed. KYXY trying to back out, but Facehugger doing quite a bit of damage with this Mask of Madness. And more Brain Suck into the Electric Eel, and down goes all of Skylark's mana, but he gets chucked to safety.
Ooh, what a support.
What a support.
Yeah.
What a sacrificial
teammate.
play. That was nice.
So they hold. They lose a Rex, but Medusa does not die. And she's, keeping up with one of the 3 top cores of Radiant right now.
Well, with
She's
that
the only one keeping up.
with that Beckham free kick out of KYXY, can we say that he's still not watched out player?
Hey, he used his hands, okay?
You
can't use your hands in
He
football.
threw it like Beckham.
Yeah, he bent it like Beckham.
Should be with your feet.
Yeah. Well, but
If
the
it's tongues.
tiny hands look like his feet anyway.
What? The logic. No, it doesn't. Look at this. His arms are
looks like
massive,
the same.
and then his feet
Look.
are tiny.
I'm inclined to
He
agree. Actually.
skips-
They
he
do
skips
look
leg
all
day.
the same. They're just stumps. Just
Yeah.
stumps of rock.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's
It's like
he's even walking on
it's
one of them.
engorged. His hand is like engorged. As now the laser beam comes out. So many statue shocks, and they're gonna back off. More statue shocks as he transforms into the green Skelly, trying to give it a piece of his own medicine as he drops his own statue, but it will immediately die.
Oh, revenge coming in hot.
Does not get spike stunned though, and he's just gonna back off.
That was great. I love the time to go in and out. And even though they are having such a big lead, 11k ahead, but if you take a look at the graph, you see that it started to coming down to EVOS side. And I believe that if EVO, even though they lost one set of racks, important middle barracks, but if they still can hold the game and they come back and win just one or two teams like that, they will get that moment.
Oh man, is he just dead?
Dude, my boy Spartan just trying to place some sentry wards.
That's just a Medusa.
Medusa's hungry. She's got that Mask of Madness movement speed, but Spartan's on the run with the tree block surrounds the sequoias, and Facehugger can no longer proceed. And he gets out. And he managed to... No, he did not get the counter ward. It's one attack away. But he knows.
The Dire has a lot of sentries now, too.
Yeah, they're wise to the strat.
Everybody's just placing sentries.
If they place one now...
Oh!
There's the sentry!
There you go. Gets revenged, gets ground affected. In comes the communism, and down goes the Nyx Assassin.
72 seconds.
Yeah, that man
at
is
24
dead
minutes
for
into
a
the
very
game.
long time. KYX
What a hero.
proceeding with the mudslide. Hits them with a handful of rocks, and they disengage. Roche, potential to respawn in 2 minutes. Most likely, like Clutch Gamers will just sit around and wait for that before proceeding for the next
Here's a
objective.
question for my analyst.
Okay.
Why are we seeing Tiny played as a support in almost every game now instead of offlane?
I think it's just a trend. And, well, one thing is C team, the fact that they kind of lack of the captain, the captain that have powerful to invent something new. So what they do great at the moment is to look at other region strat and adapt into. And I believe that these kind of the tiny support.
Oh, the Yules connects onto the Pugna into the firewall, but the force staff to get out. I mean, the slide ground, the Tokyo drift to get him out of trouble, but it's not enough. As Spartan will get the kill.
That tiny support definitely not originated.
So you're saying they're stealing strats. SEA is stealing strats. They're unoriginal and stealing strats.
Well, basically, right? Let's be real. Okay, a lot of Asian countries they steal ideas.
That is true. That is true.
That's why everything's
But
made in
well,
Asia.
but they got execution.
They
Right.
steal it and then make it better.
That's the whole point, you know.
That's the whole point.
So we
this is how our world lives on. We
may
develop
not be
things.
original, but we're efficient.
Yeah.
Good artists create, great artists steal, and great team fights start out with a fire and ice carpet as Whitemon gets reflected with an even redder laser beam, and he dies. And the stolen, did he get a liquid fire off? Does that work? Doesn't look like it worked. Whatever the case, tower goes down. Last outer tower for EVOS. 14k net worth down at 26 minutes. It's looking rough.
Have you guys seen a Medusa win a game in like the last 6 months?
No.
The hero just feels so killable, and like the reason you pick it is because it's unkillable.
Yeah.
Well, they are really far behind.
Spartan does, meanwhile. He was trying to get behind enemy lines, placing an observer ward, but it is immediately detected.
That is like no need. not necessary.
Hard-hitting analysis coming out.
I would agree, but he's definitely feeding.
I can't think of the necessary words.
I mean, I definitely don't think you need to be dying when you're 14k gold ahead.
Roche to respawn.
I mean,
he's got to get those sentries down, though.
That's true.
Who's going to get the sentries down if not him?
I mean, what good is an observer ward if there aren't 5 sentry wards surrounding it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you can see Troll gets a shadow play.
In comes the light wall in the mid lane. Ground effects to stun out the Lina into the ice. In comes the DJ Swirly Axes, and down goes Alacrity.
Oh no. 13k, we thought they're gonna come back.
Yeah, and then an 8k monster kill streak going the way of Pugna just because Lina wants to go for some cheeky solo picks. And now SSA Spartan gets detected.
Once again.
Dust comes in. He sprouts out, but that's probably not what he wanted as he gets stunned by the ice.
2 times in a row that he wastes his teammate time. They could have been like attacking on the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane by now.
They are so lucky that Roche isn't up right now, as now Skylark actually ends up detecting him, and
Scythe.
that man is going to have to get bread from the bread line in 90 seconds.
Now finally EVOS pushing out and they might get a second game. Sorry, the second tower of this game.
This Nyx has spent like the majority of this game just Reaper Scythe.
Oh, dude, we can check that now in the new scoreboard. We
Oh,
can
hell
check
yeah.
how much time
Oh,
he's
yeah.
dead.
Great. This is the sort of game where Nyx is going to retire and just go play League of Legends afterwards or something.
This guy needs help.
this game isn't for me.
Well, all 5 heroes are up now for Clutch Gamers. Unfortunately, Roche is still not yet respawned, but it will be in 1 second. And in it comes, but it looks like they're going to take a fight first as they detect the Jakiro. Puts down the fire carpet, but it's too little too late. Red laser beams coming out. Everyone don't look at me. Instagram filter. Driving everyone away. BKB on Spartan. He he surrounds himself with trees. Earth Day.
This is what they are waiting
Conservation.
I have to
Trees
say,
Earth Day.
I have to say though, considering what happened, they did pretty well.
Yeah,
Lina and Nature's Prophet down.
They
They
keep-
lose a Jakiro.
They keep killing a
I mean,
Lina.
anytime
which is
they
a
can
huge
kill any hero, it's doing better than they should be doing.
Yeah.
I feels like once Troll Warlords has become the yellow boy and nothing is just can stop him.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I don't know.
Does he have the yellow boy?
He has the yellow boy.
He
Yeah.
does. Okay.
That was his 10-second yellow boy.
Okay.
You're allowed to say item skills,
This-
right? It's just
this
not
is where he
hero
just gets
skills.
It's a gray area
just
right
gets
now. It's
confusing.
a dealer's choice.
Okay. What's the choice, dealer?
I don't know. Do whatever you want.
I've been
this is total
alternating.
chaos.
Well, teleporting back into Roche. It is up. Spartan going to summon up his trance. And it looks like EVOS, I mean, summon up his... I wish he had a cosmetic. That would make it a lot easier. But instead, he
The
just has the
mushrooms
regular
or something.
boring one. Yeah, exactly. Like the...
I'm surprised he doesn't have a
right? He plays
cosmetic.
this hero a lot.
What the hell, man?
I know. I don't
Maybe
get
he
it.
just prefers the default.
No one prefers the default. You always go
Summons.
for the dumb mushroom hat ones or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, he has
Oh,
the mushroom
there's-
hat on.
Oh
They're
yeah, he
so
does have the
ugly.
mushroom hat.
Yeah, that's why they're perfect.
Yeah, you go for the ugly one. I have the flowering
I
yellow or
always go
whatever.
for the ugliest
Oh, no,
cosmetic.
Oh,
I
you
go for
don't-
the ugly one on my Sven.
You don't like the little Bambis?
That's called
The Bambis are
Conan
pretty good.
Hat.
Oh, they're pretty-
Bambis
they're
are
pretty
cool.
I like that one because Exotic Deer uses that one, I think.
Well, his name is Exotic
Yeah, no,
Deer.
exactly. And I was like, this is nice. I get it.
Little Bambis.
I like that, you know, wearing that mushroom hat make you look smarter.
Smarter.
Yeah.
In what country?
Well, because he's a
It-
big brain.
it-
The big
it-
brain fits in
gotta
there.
go.
No,
Contained.
it's that mushroom hat got a name called like detective hat. As you can see, the Sherlock Holmes wearing mushroom hat.
That's
I don't think Sherlock Holmes wears a mushroom hat.
that is mushroom hat.
You know what a
in
mushroom hat
Thai, we
means
call
is-
him like the mushroom detective.
I think it's more like the
Inside, he's a
muffin
good-
detective though. And it's more muffin shaped than mushroom.
I'm so confused by this conversation right now. Muffin, mushroom, detective, Sherlock Holmes. What do they teach you guys in your?
Yeah.
whole-
Clearly not
you're-
enough. I mean, you don't learn much in prison.
That is true. Thailand is like prison.
Not
I
tired.
know.
I'm
I
also-
just
Revenge. In comes the ground effects. He does not manage to turn muscly in time. And the Aegis is just instantly reclaimed with no effort whatsoever
they're not
put
even
forth by
gonna
Clutch
go in.
Gamers. And they're happy with that, as well they should be. They're down 12k net worth. They just took an Aegis for literally no commitment whatsoever.
Medusa's actually almost as farmed as the Morphling.
Yeah,
at
this
this point.
this should not be happening. And
If-
she's got a 10-second yellow girl.
This is kind.
I thought it's yellow boy.
Does Medusa look like a yellow
Oh,
boy?
okay.
In comes the communism into the red laser, but it's not enough damage. Instagram filter. Nico Baby just looks straight into the eye of the beholder, and he's going full muscle mode, but he's gonna die.
Oh.
Two heroes go down. It's the two cores. Spartan trying to escape. He's trying to
Oh,
pop
no.
the roof, but he's gonna die as well.
Oh no.
Clutch.
Oh no.
My
I have
God.
to say that was a clutch fight for EVOS.
They're playing with
They're-
patience for EVO. They're being stomped for like 30 minutes and then they just come back with all the yellow boys and girls. This is the moment they are waiting for. They're getting stronger. They got the
Logic looking for Spartan in the top lane, but he glimmer capes away, and Logic
And-
cannot find him.
and Medusa just got a sky die.
Alacrity's really throwing this one.
Yeah.
He just had so much net worth. So much impact in the game. Morphling can't really just solo carry this against these two heroes, the Troll and the Medusa. You need to have the Lina, and the Necro isn't going to do any damage. He's just finishing people off. So
I mean, he doesn't have any initiation. Tiny's not being able to find any, so he's basically initiating with Scythe 9 times out of 10.
yeah, So he's kind of not a.
And you only go this Dagon build if you think you can immediately take someone out of the fight, and he's not being able to do that. Meanwhile, the Titanic comes down in the bot lane. Spartan, he's invisible, but now he's on fire. The Revenge not successfully detecting him as Spartan's going to try to back out. He baits them with the National Forest, but Whitemon does not fall for it, but he thinks about it too much and is not able to get the stun.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Puts the.
Oh, you meant him.
Yeah, I meant him. So I'm sorry.
It's okay, fine. I get it. I get it.
This is total chaos.
I have to say though, lots of mistakes being made by Clutch gamers. They shouldn't be throwing a game like this.
Yeah.
And they're throwing pretty hard now.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those games where you feel like there's no way that you can lose because you're so far ahead.
But
and
then you're up against a Medusa.
Then you're up against a Medusa with a troll.
Oh wait, there is a way we can lose.
It's unfortunate when it gets to this point because now the lead is basically never going to come online. She's way too squishy. It's like a snowballing core.
They see the light wall, but it does not disable a logic. He blinks out. He's got an 8-second BKB on the Troll Warlord. Medusa's got a 9-second Yellow Girl.
What's Medusa going for next, item-wise?
She does not have one.
Nothing in the quick
Probably debating a Routed Rapier would be my guess.
Probably debating the Rapier.
I'd say buyback first.
Yeah,
Definitely buyback first at this point.
Smoke up. They're going in. Don't really have the best vision, though. There's pretty much a blind smoke. They see Lina dancing around in the mid lane, tossing out some fire lines. Revenge trying to scout out, but Vlesso does not want to go very far because he knows that Spartan has a fetish for sentry wards.
The only skills that impact for a team plus gamer in the team fights is communism right now.
Yeah.
I really like that EVOS is actually trying to make plays. Like they're using smokes, even if they're at this point it's not Hail Marys, but they've been utilizing smokes. They've been sitting on the high ground waiting for the rune to spawn. Like they've been actively looking for points to come back into the game.
Yeah, as opposed to Admiral and last series, which they were not looking for points. They were waiting for points for Clutch gamers to fall out of the game.
Right, they were kind of just staying afloat.
Yeah.
Whereas EVO seems like they're actually, okay, we're going to turn the game at this point. We're going to try. Even if it means failing, we're going to try.
They are not a date sushi, right?
They're not a date sushi?
Yes.
You're going to have to explain that one.
That one's going to have to be explained to me.
Well, they'll fight back. They just don't want to get like.
Oh, wait, is date sushi like the alive sushi? That like it's not fully dead or something like that, so it like rides around when you're about to eat it?
That is absolutely brutal.
Wait, is that what you're describing?
Have you had that before?
You've never heard of it?
I have no guts.
He has no gut. He doesn't want to eat.
Never. But I used to see.
God, dude, that is brutal. Dark.
I think so.
That is dark.
But that's. I mean, some animals are eaten alive.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And I hate them who eat them alive.
That's right. Thank you, Xyclopzz.
Let it all out.
Being a voice of reason.
I like my food cooked.
Yeah, so do I.
But you like sushi anyway.
I like my food cooked, but also alive.
I prefer it cooked. I prefer cooked fish, actually. I'm afraid of worms.
Okay.
I know some people who have gotten some of those.
I know some people who may die on the top lane. His name is Nyx Assassin. In comes the communism into the blue laser beam. That dude is dead for 2 minutes.
They have to buy out.
Luckily, Roche does not have potential to respawn for another 90 seconds.
I feel so bad for this Nyx. I swear to God, every single time.
Yeah, I feel good for this Nyx because he should not be in this game still. If him dying for 2 minutes means the Medusa gets to farm for 2 minutes, I'm perfectly okay with that.
I guess if he's dead for this long, he could like alt tab and play some Lord's Mobile or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. He could. He could absolutely get a few rounds.
I like that tie-in.
While cracking open a cold monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
Please don't spill things again like you've been every single time. Because
I
I know you're so excited to reach for a monster, but you got to control yourself.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're a wizard and you're just learning all of these new spells, and all of a sudden there's some of these energy drinks involved, you just let things get out of control.
Yeah, you're not used to that kind of power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Some people are naturals. Wink, wink.
Yeah, like Xyclopzz, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Why me?
He's a natural princess.
Laser beam to farm creeps.
Yeah.
Anyway, to come back for Team Clutch Gamer, yeah, I think the game is
Did you just ask yourself a question and answer it? I can do that for you, Cyclops. This is a give and take relationship.
Look,
Cyclops, do you think there's any way that Clutch gamers can? What exactly would either make the game worse or better?
Well, we gotta throw to the wizard now.
All right. Let's go, Wizard.
What? Oh, for them to come back? I mean, well, first things first, maybe.
They
Wait,
have
who?
They have an 11k gold lead, dude. They're not.
They don't
I
even
think
need
there
to
was
come back now.
There was an
Look,
innate problem with
okay,
the question.
the
Technically,
question is-
okay. Clutch, they have messed up. We've seen them mess up. EVOS just need to capitalize on those openings for them to mess up again.
True.
And their team fight is phenomenal. If Clutch does the same thing like last fight, just try and kill Medusa. If they don't kill her fast enough, you get stoned.
Jenkins, do you think they have to challenge this next Roche, or can they let it go and just deal with the refresh shard?
Who?
EVOS.
With Medusa, I think you can always let it go
Yeah.
into the late game. I think you'd prefer not to, especially if you feel like you're at a point where you can fight, which I think they can. But yeah, with Medusa, you're fine with going late.
What's Medusa's progress on a Divine Rapier, actually?
She's actually looking towards a butterfly instead, and she has the gold for it, and she has purchased it.
Safe option.
And
Okay.
she
It's pretty high
does
damage.
not have the gold for buyback. Observer, press I if you don't mind. There we go.
Oh,
nope,
it's gone.
you pressed it
One more.
twice.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. And now hit that little drop-down menu because I hate it whenever... Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. there we
Yeah. All
go.
right.
A boy learns fast.
Yeah.
This is late game casting, even though it's only 39 minutes in. The game changes. The entire complexion changes whenever there's a Medusa in the game.
That's a very small detail with the
That's right. I
buyback drop down.
shouldn't know that. I'm a play-by-play. Down goes Spartan. Blue laser comes out, activates the yellow girl to make sure she does not get stunned. Another communism, but he survives by virtue of a glimmer cape. And 68 seconds with no Nature's Prophet, and for a rare opportunity, Nyx Assassin is actually alive. And they're proceeding
No
down the
ball
mid lane.
condition.
No rest for the wicked. Skylark has to blink back to retreat, and Roche 10 seconds until the respawn, and they just bullied Clutch Gamers onto their side of the map for the first time in like 40 minutes. Send one of the illusions into the pit, please.
God, this is such a weird game because oh my God, that spawn. That's so unlucky.
Why would you send both your illusions to the mid lane?
Okay. Well, they know what's up now.
Okay. Oh, in comes the ground effects. In comes, oh my God, I need to use the real spells for this. Throwing axes comes out. They're chasing down KYX on the top. He goes down, he drops a gem. Buyback immediately. Skylark is still dead for Spartan's still dead for 20 seconds with no buyback.
Clutch? Oh boy, I mean, they're
It's slipping out of their fingers.
They're doing a good job at letting this game go.
Double damage rune on
definitely
the
are.
Troll Warlord. He is going to slice and dice
man.
this Roche.
Not
Tree
yet. If
comes
they can
in.
win this team Roshan fight here, they might.
They cannot
maybe
want
start
to.
with
I mean, if-
Spartan's up. Nico Baby transforms into a Pugna, puts down the Nether Ward, but it's too late. Roche has been claimed.
Aegis on Troll.
Aegis on Troll. We got Cheese on...
Probably on the Medusa.
Where the hell is the cheese?
No, they gave Refresher to Medusa.
Yes, but where is the cheese?
Nyx? Maybe?
Observer, hit F5, if you don't mind. Riddle me this, King. Where is the cheese?
It's missing.
They used it, I guess.
I guess
Unless when they
used it.
summon the trance, maybe they killed the cheese?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Time to go in.
That'd be sick, actually.
Radiant's mid tower's coming.
Well, whatever the case. Lena does not have buyback. Tiny just spent buyback. Radiant Courier, in comes the Blink. Straight onto the Morphling before he's able to attribute shift. He's going to get Scythe to stall him out, but this Morphling is just hanging on by a thread. Laguna Blade going to come out onto the Pugna. He drops Gem. Medusa with the Stone Gaze. In comes the kill on the Lena. Nico Baby is all strength and he's still dying. Toss away to save his carry, but Lena is dead for 80 seconds. Scythe is down for 95 seconds. And Aegis is still up on the Troll Warlord.
This Medusa feels unkillable, and I think they know that too on the side of EVOS because they opted not to give him the Aegis.
Yeah.
So it's just they just know that there are no heroes, given how far behind this Lena is, that they realistically cannot kill this Medusa without expending literally everything. And I really think when you don't have a hard counter to Medusa, you can't have your Lena fall off like this. She actually needs to do damage. Morph cannot kill Medusa alone, but if they have a Lena and a Morph that are both really strong, then it's a distinct possibility. I mean, they had a 13k gold lead at a certain point, despite the Lena being at such a disadvantage.
And Lena went for Aghanim's Scepter.
This is the one time you'd want a natural diffusal carrier.
Yeah,
Or
for
someone
sure.
with mana burn at least.
Yeah. because God, it's hard to kill this hero
Logic
in the
has an
late game.
invis rune for a little bit while, and he's going to spot out Spartan. Will he go for it? Oh, you're goddamn right he will.
First hit
Chicks
back.
chop suey out of him. Spartan's down for the count, and Morphling doesn't even feel confident challenging this Troll Warlord. He knows he's got an Aegis, may have a team behind him as well, and he just watches his Nature's Prophet die.
From 17k gold ahead down to only 3 or 2. It's such a great comeback for EVOS. It's just that will they make a mistake in late game? Because just one mistake coming out from Team EVOS, another set or mega creeps could come out too.
I think it's going to take more than one mistake.
Yeah, I think given the EVOS lineup, it's actually a lot harder for them to make mistakes. Like, all they need to do is run together, and they'll probably win this game.
I do think Medusa needs to farm up buyback, but I mean, she's got Satanic and Refresher Shard, so I don't really see her dying once, but like, that's really the only way I see them losing this game, is if she dies without buyback.
Look at her damage.
Battle Trance plus Medusa, and Illogic, almost level 25. We'll see. I don't think there's any reason for him to go for Battle Trance Dispels. He'll probably just go for the Whirling Axis cooldown at 25.
Yeah, there's actually there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I mean, there's nothing on the side of
I
Clutch
guess
that's going to
there's
mitigate.
Rod, but that's literally it.
Oh, God. Clutch, man. They look so good.
It's all
and then
good.
it's all
Spartan's
just
got a Meteor Hammer.
It's crumbling.
And I can say that if
Like, these
they
barracks are going to be
if
crumbling
they
with
lose
this
a
Meteor
game like
Hammer.
this,
They gotta hurry up.
Oh man, Medusa's going to come in stunned. Instead, Spartan may die. But
Did a good
she
job
does
with
not,
the Raxes.
He
That's
does
pretty
not-
nice. Yeah, that's some good support.
I-
Oh, almost killed it.
I don't know why Facehugger didn't pike through the trees, but it doesn't matter. Spartan gets out.
If he does that one more time, it's a ranged Rax.
True.
that'll show him.
At this rate, this is all they can really do. Just
Yeah.
rat.
Honestly, maybe like, I mean, when you're at an advantage, it's hard to make that choice. But maybe like 10 minutes ago, they should have been splitting them up. It's hard to judge whether or not though you can fight a team, especially when you know that you have a lead still. It's like they just had their heroes are just way too strong in the late game though.
I mean, you're still fighting into Aegis Refresher, so
Yeah.
don't really have the best options.
next team fight, you think it's gonna be like will Byrax be on the line for the winner?
Absolutely, completely. I think EVOS is going to take the fight to them too. They're going to fight on
Oh,
Clutch's
Spartan, the absolute mad lad, trying to go for a creep cut. Surprisingly, not very much damage.
He's
How much
pretty tanky.
armor does this dude have? He has 18 armor, yet surprisingly managed to get out.
side. Dude, Nature's 5 is actually super good.
Yeah.
You can be so annoying
I
with this
know.
hero.
I actually want Team Clutch Gamer to try the new way of attack, because normally they always open the attack by the tiny goes in first. Maybe changing the layers between heroes. Send in Morphling first, try to bait spells.
Battle Trance. Skylark just gets
Oh,
completely
never mind.
shredded near
Yeah.
the Radiant Ancients.
That's quick. Real quick.
And Alacrity has to activate BKB. Laguna Blade straight onto the Troll Warlord. He gets pretty low, but it activates the BKB in time, taking a lot of damage from the Morphling. He goes down. Nyx Assassin goes down as well, but Medusa wants to fight now. Alacrity completely out of mana, going to die to the Mystic Snake and the Split Shot. Down goes the Jakiro in the backline to the Morphling. It's Medusa versus the world as she BKB TPs out, but the Scythe cancels the BKB TP. She has to fight this now. Has the Refresher Shard, actually puts it into her inventory, so she may reactivate BKB and the Stone Gaze. She
Just get
activates
it
the
off?
shard, but she does not get the BKB off.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God.
That is a worst case scenario.
That was the fight that they needed
Yeah, that's
so
a-
desperately.
God damn.
That was a perfect play by the Radiant. They
Bot
did
lane.
many things right.
Pugna's trying to create a little bit of space, but it's 1v3.
This is not the space you want.
Yeah.
No.
We talked about the how they're gonna approach the team fight before, and they just changed it. They let Nico Baby goes in first and trying to fight the supporters. The supporters die real quick. There's no chance to do the ice part to interrupt the team fight. And also the rest of Team Clutch gamers come in just in time. They're using the Reaper side. That Reaper side is very important to cancel the TP.
Yeah, absolutely. I think going on the supports is almost always the play. For a while, when you have an advantage, you can kill the Medusa first. But like the point of picking a Medusa is you want the enemy team to go on your Medusa first. She has so much effective HP. It's like one of the best things. One of the only reasons you would pick her for the late game. Her damage honestly isn't that much. She pokes. She's just like a walking tower. You want people to go on her. So it works when you're ahead, but when you're behind or even, you have to kill the Pugna, the Nyx, the Jakiro. They just do way too much in terms of their disable and their utility in the fights. And then Medusa will actually die afterwards whenever she's, 1v5. She seems very killable when she's 1v5. She just gets kited.
Regeneration.
6k ahead. Seems like the grab is bouncing back.
They gonna
KYXY tries to go on to this Troll Warlord. Everything's spent, but that's
Ooh.
absolutely worth it, as Troll Warlord does not have buyback.
That's huge.
It doesn't have the gold for it.
That means there's going to be no boost for the Medusa.
And Roche has the potential to respawn in 20 seconds.
That cripples the Medusa, now that I think about it.
He's really important in these fights.
Oh, and the free range racks compliments of an army of Trance.
Okay, clutch.
Troll
They may have control.
they can probably take this Rax. Probably not two, but definitely this one.
Oh, in comes the Impale. Yules to save the Lina. Scythe comes out to disable the Nyx Assassin, but he does not take very much damage. Medusa wants to fight, comes in with the Stone Gaze. Lina gets blown up. She's dead for
125 seconds.
minutes. That is her dieback death.
Oh, but that's a Rax.
It is a Rax, and Roche does not come back until 2 minutes, so it actually works out pretty well for Clutch Gamers.
One last Byrax left. Just one single Byrax for Team EVOS.
All right, this is the point in the game where I think like if you're a Nature's Prophet and you have 2 sets of racks up,
Sell everything, buy Necrobook 3. Let's
yes,
go.
if you lose the game, it's your fault on the Nature's Prophet. You didn't do enough because he could single-handedly win this game right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
What?
accident. I think it was a misclick.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Relax,
I don't
too.
know. I don't know, dude. We got a rulebook up, man.
No,
Like,
it's okay. I think Lycus is cool with it. He's like, it's okay, dude.
so
we understand.
sorry, like, you said GG. We gotta...
Oh, he TPs to the top lane. He's looking for Jakiro. Does not have anything like a Scythe of Vice. He goes in for the Meteor Hammer Sprout combination. Gets it off because Whitemon did not think to go for the stun. And Nico Baby's going to finish off the Jakiro.
Well, luckily they play against the
Nyx.
And
top tier team.
Lasau, he's looking. But Nico Baby's way too tanky at this point. Instead, he can go on Spartan. And on Spartan, he will go.
Oh my god, he just gets melted.
And he drops a gem.
Of course he did.
Oh,
Of course he
dear.
did.
Oh, the
Oh, the
dueling
double
buybacks.
instant
Honestly, this game is just not going to end, is it?
It can technically go on forever with the Medusa.
It could go on forever at this rate.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Roche will come back in 20 seconds. Not
What-
parking the car here a bit.
What patch of Dota is this again?
7.19D.
Definitely feels
it's
like
only,
the Troll Sniper
It's
patch.
only 2 days old. Or 1 day
No, it's
old.
actually 2 days.
I'm
No.
Oh, it's 2 days now.
Yeah, 2
because
days.
it-
honestly, it feels like
2
a
years.
patch from like a long time ago. The games go like 50-minute average.
Laser Scythe insta gives the Troll Warlord. He's
my
there for
goodness.
145 seconds. They want to fight some more. Stone Gaze comes out. Nyx Assassin, he's getting, so it's morphling as a Nyx Assassin. He goes down in that form.
Instant buyback.
He wants to come back into the fight.
Roche is up, so...
Medusa does not have very much mana, but she has a Satanic and she just got a big bunch. She's a Rapier! By the way, BT Dubs doing a ton of damage. Skylark's gonna go down. Facelugger's still fighting. He's going low. He has no more mana left. He's gonna die to Nico Baby's buyback and BKB. Whitemon trying to pick up the Rapier. He has the Rapier. Whitemon, get out of there! He unbacktracks his TP. Ah, what are you gonna do, Whitemon? Oh my god, he gets it!
What
And he's
is-
gonna go home with
No
the Rapier.
way!
Pugna's gonna go down, but it's a worthy cause.
I think after they see that Pugna doesn't have it, they're probably thinking, guys, we messed up. We messed up so bad. Oh, they didn't
That's
get the
true.
Rapier.
It is 100 seconds on 3 heroes, though.
It's okay. You still got the
So,
Rapier, though.
You have the Rapier, though. So even if you get Raxed, you still have a Medusa with Rapier. You can still hold out Megas
Yeah.
and then take one good fight because there's no buybacks. Well, there's low buybacks. You can still run down mid and take the throne.
Whoa, Observer, what is this net worth? What? Did I tell you to press Y at any point? You press I.
Excuse me,
you press
sir.
I right now. Thank you. I mean, I'm sorry, King. I may have taken matters into my own hand for a brief
Okay,
moment.
so I would say we're at that point where we are at the ultra late game. We're no longer at that regular late game. We need to look at the ultra late game potential of every lineup.
Yeah, I feel like the game is getting longer.
Let's
Uh,
see.
Some of these supports are going to hit 25.
Significantly.
Jakiro, if he gets the Aghanim Scepter,
Oh,
gets
yeah.
level 25.
That could be pretty good.
Either the pure damage, or he can go for the stun duration, which is
Stun duration's like basically an arrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
the stun duration's a lot better. I think
And that's Megas, uncontested. But you knew that was going to happen. Medusa does not have buyback.
did they just end in 28
You got
seconds?
25
They could
seconds.
end
I think they actually just end in 28 seconds, unless there's some like.
They do not have very many buybacks on the side of Radiant, though.
Do they just use their glyph? Oh, this might just be it.
Well, Medusa's back in 10 seconds.
They gotta hurry up. They got
Oh,
time.
click.
Can they stun?
Tick-tock.
They need to stun.
Here
They
comes
need
the
to do
initiation,
something.
Nico Baby. He's actually fighting as opposed to hitting the Ancient, but it doesn't matter because they're getting the kills. Nico Baby looks like he's going to clean this game out. He force staffs to the other side, and he's going to get it. No misses here, and good game is
Oh
called.
my God.
Clutch Gamers win a game in 53 minutes that should have taken them 23 minutes.
It was just a small mistake made in a late game that cost them. It's just
It wasn't even just a late game mistake. I mean, this game, like Tsunami said, probably could have finished like 30 minutes earlier if we didn't have so many mistakes.
from the for the upper hand
Yeah.
team.
It was a rough Lena game for sure. I think a large degree of what made it so hard was the fact that the Lena was positioning a little bit poorly in the fights, just getting bursted. And granted, it's not an easy Lena game. There's a lot of heroes that could burst her. She could honestly just die to the Medusa Crossfire because she's 0 armor. But with that being said, it's very, very hard to kill a Medusa with no Medusa counters when it's just a Morphling doing the damage, basically.
But they did it.
They did it. They did it.
They
The-
did it.
They
Through
did it by killing Arthur and
Everybody else first. Yeah, they killed everybody else first.
Hit me,
and then
hit
they
me with
killed
that
the
death timer
Medusa.
on Nyx Assassin. That boy was dead for not as much time as Spartan, actually.
Oh.
Nyx
Well,
Assassin was dead
okay,
for
all
7
right.
minutes. Spartan
Okay.
was dead for
Okay,
9.5
that's fair.
minutes.
Let's be
That's
real
fair.
though. Spartan died a lot.
That's true.
How many deaths does he have?
He has 12 deaths.
12 deaths. Okay.
12 compared to.
So 7 deaths.
Yeah, you gotta find where's the death per time?
De-
seconds per
Seconds.
death.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So 7. So every one of his deaths was like a minute
yeah, pretty
on
much.
Nyx. Whereas with,
That is
with
some quick
Spartan,
math there, my friend.
I know. Yeah. I'm here all week. And then Spartan.
Spartan, he was 12. You know, carry the one. Something like that. It's too early for
I don't know.
math.
45 seconds, something like that.
Yeah. Whatever
So.
the case, they win it.
Sucks to be Nyx Assassin in this game, basically.
It was a dirty
Yes.
game.
yeah, it's quite dirty. A lot of blood.
A lot of blood.
There's always a lot of blood in these games. What's
Yeah.
going on with this?
I gotta say, the next decree has got to be better than the one we just did because this one kind of flopped until
Dude,
we
I do
changed
not
it.
have the brain power fit this hour to
It's
Yeah,
too
we
early.
process all these
I think it's
spell
too early for
alternatives.
any decrees.
We have like 14
But-
more days to try all the decrees.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're already halfway through the day. We should be awake by now.
It's true.
How do you guys feel?
I almost
I had
died
a
on that
monster,
game.
so I feel great.
I need to chug a monster. I don't know where
Go
my
just grab it from the fridge.
That
It's fine.
explains a lot.
somebody.
Aye.
Well, we're going to take a quick refreshment break. We'll be back with Game 2 of this series right after this break.